Hey guys, I want to talk to you about why we no longer accept outside projects. More when I return on the Eric McNeal Be Free Show.
Black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Hey guys, welcome. You just discovered the Eric McNeal Be Free Show, where it's all about being financially independent, responsible for self, enjoying life, and empowering others free. So today, I just want to take the opportunity to talk about something that, a lot of people are always approaching us about. And, unfortunately, we have to decline the offer. Like we get maybe at least one or two solicitations a month from potential customers asking us to do outside projects. Maybe they have land or they're already invested somewhere, and it may be in the country or even sometimes outside of the country, and they want us to consider doing a project for them, building project construction, and sometimes architectural work. They approach Brandon for doing architectural work as well, and we have to decline the offer. And so I just want to talk to you about that, because we get an awful lot of solicitations, and it's basically because we just don't have the capacity, and it's not in our best interest. Like right now, our total focus is on Migrating Culture Crossing. Like we have 200 acres and we're building a project, and we got out of the work of going, that's how Brandon basically started. And, and I was like, no, you never make money like that. You never be solvent like that, because what happens when you take on the projects where you're just going from location to location, first of all, the logistics and getting around in Ghana is a nightmare, and the infrastructure is just not there. So, and you go to a remote location, there's no materials, there's no places to get, like all of your materials, and your contractors you got to worry about. And so it can be a nightmare, and you don't know what kind of land you're going to run into. So I was like, no, that's not the way forward. The way forward is to secure a piece of land and then build homes and sell those homes, but not in trying to do custom work. And I've spoken about this in a previous video where me and Brandon was talking about it briefly. But we are, so we no longer accept these outside solicitations where we're trying to do contract work, for various customers. Even if it's just architectural design type work, because even that, it takes away from our main focus, which is Migrating Culture Crossing. Like we got into this whole thing so we wouldn't have to do that. That is just work that will exhaust you and break you. It doesn't really make sense for us to do that. It's almost, like, let's say, for instance, Elon Musk, he has Tesla, where, which is, the electric car company. It's almost like somebody coming and say, hey, can you build me this custom car? I want my car. No. You have to buy what we're building. This is what we're building, right? And you have to be comfortable enough to say, okay, yeah, that's the model you build. Yeah, I want one of those. Like he's not gonna go out and say, okay, yeah, I'll take your project and I'll build you this custom thing. You want yours like this or you want it like that. No. sorry, that's just not worth the effort. Our company is Tesla, and here's our models, and this is what you can choose. So that's how we are approaching our company, Migrating Culture, and the project which we are now engaged in is our sustainable community, where we're building, sustainable homes called the Sankofa series. And so you have to select, it's like, hey, you want us to work for you. Basically, that means you have to come and buy one of these Sankofa series homes. We don't have the capacity to, go to different locations or we didn't stop doing consulting work. People reach out to me and Brandon about consulting for them. And, we basically have to tell them thank you, but no thank you. We can't accept it. And because what we're doing is Migrating Culture Crossing. We have various models that you can choose from. And the only thing that we're interested in now is selling the homes in our community, right? We have to remain focused. We are a small boutique company, and our focus is on selling the homes in our community. So, if you want one of those homes and you're comfortable enough in what we are choosing, we don't even, you notice that one of our requirements is that we don't customize our homes much. We have a few things that you can select. You can select between the light color scheme or dark color scheme. But, beyond that, there's, you can select whether you want a shower or a bathtub in the unit. But we don't really offer any customization, because that helps us. What we're trying to do is almost, build homes like an assembly line approach where, boom, because we want the home to be reasonably priced. And this is what helps us keep the price, reasonable, because otherwise when you get into customizing things, that just runs the price. And the consumer, they don't realize how much one little change that they request can run up the price. And they're not willing to really pay for that. Let's say, you want a special type of door or something that have to be molded. And that means people have to run around and find a special contractor for you. If you want something special coming to the ports, I mean, you got to run to the ports and you got to clear this particular item. And it could take days for you to, just because of that. And the average consumer, they don't see all the time that you have to put into, just one little change. And, it could require days or maybe weeks. They don't want to pay for that. They just want to pay, okay, this door should cost no more than this. But you don't see the extra time that the people who have to run around the city to make this happen for you have to engage in. So we just don't do it. We just say, okay, here's what we offer. Mostly everything else, you really have to get in your house and you have to do that afterwards. You have to customize things. If you want something particular, well, you move into your house and then you customize it out to your liking. But this is how it comes. This is our standard offering. Like, we have the Sankofa series duplex, 1 bedroom, Sankofa series Sankofa home, 1 bedroom, Sankofa home, 2 bedrooms, Sankofa home, 3 bedroom, and now we have the Sankofa home, 4 bedroom. And here's what comes standard in the home. Like, it ain't gonna be no customization. And and that's our business model, is that we just offer, so it's really like what you would find as a spec home, but although it hasn't been built yet, it's really, more or less a spec home, instead of, like a custom home. And I hope you can understand that we just don't have the capacity to do all that customization and private consulting and building on your land. We had a gentleman just last week too. And his family has some 50 acres fairly close to us, and he wanted us to consider working with his family, and we had to decline. We had to say, that's just not what we do. We just don't have the capacity to do that. And people of course ask us, do we know anybody, contractors who can? And unfortunately we don't. It's extremely difficult to find reliable people who can carry through a project. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't even refer people because if I refer a contractor to you who may have done a good job for me, it doesn't mean that they're going to do a good job for you. And if they don't do a good job for you, then it's going to, you're going to cost me time, because you're going to be saying, oh, they didn't show up, or they didn't do, we are in the business. We know how to manage the contractors, but most people are not really into construction. They don't know how to manage contractors, and a contractor can come to you, and after they've done this great job for us, they could end up scamming you because you're not really into construction, and you just thought that just because they did a good job over here, that it automatically translates to them doing a good job for you. And it just doesn't work like that. It's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. So, so when people contact me, I just really don't do the referral thing, so yeah. And, just saying that they're just reliable people that you can just call and send. Very few people that I know like that I could refer like that. If one thing goes wrong, after I made a referral or something, one thing goes wrong, then it ends up taken away from what we're doing, because it costs time, because you want answers, and you want to see what went wrong. We don't know, we don't know. So so we tend to stay away from that. And just focus on our project and selling you a house. That's the only thing that we can be accountable for, is what we are selling you. We're selling you these houses in our community. And so we have to remain extremely focused on that. Maybe at some point we'll expand outside of this project into another project. But for now, this project, Migrating Culture Crossing, is all that we focus on, and this is enough. This is essentially our own retirement community where we'll be staying. So so I just wanted to address that for a lot of people who reach out to us. That hey, unfortunately we're focused on our own project, and this is why also we try and disclose everything that we're doing in terms of our building, how the challenges we had. For those people who want to take on and do their own projects, we want to put the information out there, so you don't necessarily have to contact us to try to, hey, how did we do? It's out there. If it's not out there, then that's about it. We put the images out there, we talk about it, and we try to disclose as much information as we can. But we can't just address, because I get a lot of messages where people trying to contact me, and I can't get back to those people. I have to really stay focused on our own business, so I can't really get back to and respond to everybody like that, right? Otherwise I would be out of business. We would be out of business. So once Migrating Culture Crossing is open, it is our goal, though, to have a resort, where people can come and we offer classes, like how to develop your own sustainable community and take it back to your own country or your own location in Ghana. So we want to partner with the university and be able to offer classes where people come and stay at the community, and they can learn some of this stuff. But until then, we're in a building phase. Everything is about building, so we can't really address people like that and tend to people like that. It's about focusing on getting our customer homes built. So hopefully you can understand that and appreciate what I'm saying here. If you like what I'm talking about, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Like, share, comment. It helps. So if you're not hitting that like button, hit that like button, and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already done so, the website, guys, www.migratingculturecrossing.com. Check out, our models. It has the pricing out there, has the virtual walkthroughs out there, the floor plans out there, have, frequently asked questions out there. Has all the information you need. And, if you're still sitting on the fence, there's still time. Take advantage of our half price home promo, where you can purchase a home for half price if you're willing to wait 3 years and, accept a payment plan. Actually, if you want the half price home promo, you have to pay everything up front and wait 3 years. But if you want, if you want a payment plan, then you pay the full price in installments in over 2 years, right? So so you choose which one works best for you. And you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Eric McNeal is free. And as always, Ooorahhh Uhuru. Now be